Folks, I got bad news for you. I got really bad news. I hope you're able to digest this. One of the most overly taxed and over-vaccinated nation in North America had so many decades to fucking squish and purge and cleanse the terrible virus that came way before the infamous one 5 years ago. And it still is going forward with this existential battle between the English and the French. And you know you're on the right side of history when you are on the side of the French. Okay? Your best bet is to militarize the fuck out of the OQLF. The literal language police, language Nazis. It has taken Quebec so many decades to rid of the Anglophone threat. This virus cannot be contained and cannot continue. But yet here we are in the current year of 2025. The social engineering continues. It was happening pre-pandemic, during pandemic, for another reason. Everybody was so focused on policing everybody that you just shifted gears, going against people's private property. You know, their bodily autonomy. And now we shifted gears again. Just a different year. Continuing on with the social engineering for losers to go and tell the nanny state that this guy over here has too much English in his private business. On signs, websites, and on the Instas. There's way too much English. That's not good. If we were a serious nation, a capitalist nation, where French would be the majority, we would let the market do what it has to fucking do. The free market. The government has no bearing on it. But yet, that's not the reality that we live in. That's not the reality. The reality is Quebec has the biggest existential threat. For a while, it was literally Hitler in the United States. Okay? But he's not as bad. He's not as bad. He's like probably 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th on the fucking list. Under the English. English is bad. Despite the fact that Lego and Company, François Blanchet, the so-called leader of the Bloc Québécois, who are just mooching off of society, getting a pension, and claiming oppression. Claiming that this chosen land for the chosen people have a right to secure what is rightfully theirs. Bitching about all the shit going out in Ottawa. Just really doing nothing other than being a little shadow, but I digress. English is bad news. Okay, this is their version of elbows up and pants down. So, I figured I'd get the shit out of the way and we're gonna read the situation from the Gazette, okay? Quebec language watchdog, language Nazis, targets barber for too much English on signs, website, and Insta. I finally remembered my point. All the fucking politicians that are within Quebec and outside of Quebec have pretty decent English. But you're not allowed to have English on your own private property. You're not allowed that shit. Because You're not allowed. The government is telling you what to do. Once upon a time, the discrimination was based off of religion. French people were Catholic. And those goddamn bloody Yanks, those goddamn Anglos, are Protestant. But because the Quiet Revolution happened in the 60s, having to secularize the bejesus out of Quebec, they found something else to discriminate against other people with. Well, at least language, you have this forever problem. Because it's like, people, even Anglophones really don't fucking understand this, and they're always going to Big Daddy Government. They're always going to them, the feds, and these so-called, the libtards, those libtards, yeah, language Nazi sympathizers. They're begging for them, can you please do something about us? Because honestly, we're getting politically homeless here, and we're really not liking the fact that you keep pandering to the language Nazis and you're not helping us out. Well, no shit, Doomkopf. What you think was gonna fucking happen? The last election, every fucking election, they sell you out just a little bit more. And for a bunch of so-called liberals, you really don't understand that language falls under expression, expression falls under speech. But just add the word free in front of it. Now you're at this point, you're just, dare I be a technical libertarian. You're violating their NAP. You're violating their private property. Now again, if we were a serious nation, the OQLF wouldn't have a need to exist. These are just a bunch of fucking losers that have nothing else better to do, making X amount of money, just to bully other private businesses, and you're taxed out of your ass, and look at the shit that we're in today. Your roads fucking suck. Last week, Quebec had its Florida moment. Look at all the fucking floods and all the noticing some of us have been doing. At this point, I would just fucking fire all Montrealers, discriminate against them, and hire the Japanese, because the Japanese people are way more innovative than what the fuck we got in society. You really want to make a difference in Quebec? Oh yeah, we're gonna fucking uproot and we're gonna gut this city like a fish. We're gonna do this Giuliani style, whether you motherfuckers like it or not. We're not making any more bike paths. We have enough. Like, really, you want to turn Montreal into a bigger 15-minute city than what it already is. I mean, you really can't get lost in Montreal, let alone the metro system. And if you do, that's because you're not used to it and you're not familiar with the area. It's not like New York where it's big and it's laid out on a freaking grid. It's not the same fucking thing. So amongst all the problems that we have, healthcare, homelessness, opioids, the open borders, crime, gangs, people striking, protesting at any fucking point. It is still protest season, regardless. Summer is very much protest season. I mean, you have a myriad of fucking problems, but the biggest one, the existential one, is this. Too much English. Okay, let's continue. When Jesse Padulo, is he a WAP or something? I've noticed they tend to go after white people quite a bit. Like, why do they go after white people, these guys? If you started to go and start targeting businesses that were not white, you'd definitely be called a fucking racist. I noticed that. Very interesting. So he opened the corner shop barber business in MTL's Saint Leonard. Well, Saint Leonard used to be Italian. I don't know what the Italian population is now. I'm surrounded by Greeks, I used to, but now it's more just French people. And so it's a mixture of Italians, but Haitian. Anyways, he never imagined his biggest challenge would be Quebec's language Nazis. Well, that's why I want to tell everybody, if you plan on staying here, like making a life for yourself, Be weary of this. Be fucking weary because you're wasting your time. I've heard some people that left Tirana to come here because Montreal is cheaper. I mean, we're only catching up with you guys, so really, what's the fucking difference? Well, it's very European. It's much more European than Tirana, but it's like, you know, your local, just drive 6 hours away from Tirana to go to Europe without having to go to fucking Europe. This is the shit that you guys are gonna have to fucking deal with. Visit here, I don't give a fuck, don't live here. That's probably one of your biggest fucking mistakes, dude. Your biggest mistake. But as long as I'm here, I gotta find loopholes. Now, at the end of the night, I have to ask though. We see this shit every fucking year, no matter who is in charge. Whether it's these so-called liberals, the PQ, or these flip-floppers that you idiots still voted in. You guys got 1 more year left, okay? 4 more years. Did you guys, are you impressed? Are you not entertained by Lego's achievements? And all of you thought that this guy would have been different. Fuck me in the ass, man. I smell bullshit. I smell that shit from a mile away, dude. You didn't get me then, and you're not gonna get me now. I see the shit written on the wall, and it says "Callis" on it. Anyways, I've been open a year, he said. 6 months in, the language Nazis came. Well, how did that happen? Why don't we ever hear how these people just magically show up? Who decided to do this? There was a report a few years ago where they have secret agents that are disguised as customers just to see what is happening boots on the ground. Maybe that's what it is. Or some anonymous complaint, because it's probably those guys that are getting hired to scout the area. Once again, social engineering at its finest. And a very covert threat, mind you. Since then, the 42-year-old father of 6, there we go, says he's been hounded by the language Nazis over everything from his store signage to his online presence. He's taken down his website, removed his open sign, and started adding French subtitles to his Instagram posts. All in an effort to comply with demands he says keep changing. So you guys can't even figure out what the fuck you want at the end of the night. How the hell is this promoting the French language? How is having to go after English, suppressing English, vilifying English, promoting the French? How the fuck does that work? Like, I don't even know what to call this other than authoritarian. Communistic, fascistic, chat. Help me out here. What the fuck would you call this? If you were in my shoes right now, you've lived over 3 fucking decades of your goddamn life making videos talking about the situation. Do you guys know why? Have you finally figured out why I started this channel? Because this is fucking bullshit! How would you react to this? What would you call it at the end of the night? Fascistic? Communistic? I would just say it's authoritarian because I have no fucking clue anymore. Okay, the demands keep changing because you don't know what the fuck you guys want, and he had to remove his website, which is costing you money anyways. Took off the open sign, because word open is fucking offensive, like Go Habs Go on the fucking buses. And started adding French subtitles to his Instagram post. Okay, well, what's the big fucking deal? Is that good enough? I don't think so, because if that be the case, the article will end here. At the heart of this dispute is Bill 96, which should have been burned and tarnished along with the Charter of Rights and Freedoms a long-ass fucking time ago. He's a white guy. He appears to be white. Why are you guys only coming after us white people? Me personally, I don't get it. Okay? The corner shop. Okay? You have French here. You have English here. What's the fucking Oh, yeah. See, 1, 2, 3. This is the problem. Not this. This. Okay, let's continue. So, Bill 96. Quebec sweeping language law passed in 22. It gives the OQLF expanded powers to ensure businesses prioritize French. Just like the same fucking government regime, Big Daddy, the same idiots that kept renewing the emergency state act, whatever it is here in Quebec, every 100 days to continue to have sweeping powers to be a bunch of authoritarians so we could crush the invisible enemy. Okay? It's that fucking shit. And even then, even when people are under house arrest, you still put all that fucking money to open up more OQLF offices. Oh, but we have money for that, but people who were under house arrest couldn't live their fucking life. After the pandemic, we're still back to square one. Pre-pandemic bullshit. See, this will never be good enough. And even if you wanted to ensure businesses to prioritize the French, at what point is it going to be enough for these language Nazis? That's the thing. At what motherfucking goddamn point will it ever be satisfactory? Because to be honest with you, at this point, I say never. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had all this amount of freaking content for 11 years on this channel. This is the main reason why I started it. What's the saying? The more things change, the more things stay the same. Yeah, stupidity knows no bounds. Let's continue. They said my shop was too much English. Government deciding what's good English, what's bad English, and deciding on how much English is good. Okay, we've been here before. We've been here before. Where have we seen that? Where have we seen it? Where have we experienced it? I said, okay, no problem. So what do we do? They told me to contact them, okay? I think this was March, okay? I said, I don't work for you. I'm not going to contact you. Contact me. I'm running a business. And they never contacted me, he said. Well, he's not wrong. He doesn't work for you. If he is, like, he's the owner of this fucking business. And you know what? Part of the reason why I am enjoying making this video right now is because I love the attitude that he has. He's standing up for himself. That is what I fucking like. It was just a few months ago where it was somewhat going viral. There was a bar in Quebec City that were looking for a bar maid. And on the application, they were saying that they're not looking for anybody that agreed with the pandemic, that are not liberal or whatever the fuck else. And it was a bit of a political post, but that caught wind of people and they started to bitch. They bitch. That energy is here right now. Bruv, I fucking love it. Okay, it's not often that I see this, but this is what I'm talking about. I don't work for you. I'm not going to contact you. Contact me. I'm running a business. You the man. Bruh. I'm fist pumping you. Fist pump. Digital fist pump, bruh. Okay? This guy has my support. So just for that, free publicity. If you need something, if he's good, go to the corner shop. Alright? I hope he thought to himself, as this shit is getting reported, he's getting, like, a bit of free advertisement, sort of. No, he's not wrong. He's running a fucking business. He doesn't have time to be dealing with you assholes. On top of it, We're taxed out of our ass. Why the hell do we need to answer to you guys? And why do you think at this point in time a lot of people like want to be entrepreneurs if they're able to succeed? They don't want to be like holden to some other fucking boss, or let alone these guys. Like, go fuck yourself. Who the hell are you people? Yeah, absolutely. I'm running a business. I don't work for you. You're absolutely fucking right. Finally, somebody has some balls to politely say to these guys, you know, in a way, covert way, go fuck yourself. Exactly, go fuck yourself. Then I got 2 more letters. Oh my god, I got 2 more letters saying that my website had too much English. So I shut it down. And then they sent me another letter saying that I'm going too loud on Instagram with my English. I hope that's what they actually fucking wrote. Well, if you don't like it, just turn it off. Since when do you have jurisdiction over a public platform? That's metal! Metal! Oh my god, I love this guy already! I love it! If I didn't mind with shaving my head, I'd probably go to this guy just to help him get some fucking support, dude! I love it! Since when do you have jurisdiction over a public platform? Oh, that is a metal! Metal! They didn't really know how to answer me! Oh, that is brutal, dude. It's about time somebody tells you to shut the fuck up. Losers, man. People are always having to monitor and police the language, and they're not telling you to go fuck yourself. Yeah! Oh yeah, this is really satisfying now. Oh my god, my energy has been raised. This is awesome. Okay. So, he believes the complaints began shortly after he started speaking openly about his Christian faith online. A devout Christian, he named the shop in reference to the Bible's cornerstone. Alright, that's fine to be seeking inspiration from that. But I don't see a problem with that. You know, bro, do your thing. Do your thing, man. The cornerstone in the Bible was the stone of the community, where we're a community, that we're trying to teach kids how to barber, about the Lord, and, good values, and that's where the name came from. But we're not even on a corner. Okay, I mean, that's semantics, but okay, this is, I like it. I like it. That's cool. I'm not gonna shit on his reasoning and his inspiration behind it. That's totally cool. I mean, you're allowed. Well, I mean, like, what's wrong with that type of community? Rock and roll. Okay. But at the same time, is that really the reason, though? Like, what's the proof? Well, I mean, he believes the complaints. At the very least, he's saying he believes. So he's not outright accusing anything. He's just, this is what I think, but I don't really know. All right, so he's being nuanced. He's being reasonable. Now Padulo says he feels stuck after being told that he must change the sign out front. That would cost him about $4,000. Money he says that he doesn't have. Yeah, $4,000 that should be going to help pay for food for his 6 kids, the house, whatever needs to be paid. Not this bullshit of, well, we don't like the fact that you're very loud with your English on Instagram, let alone the sign, even though the sign has French. Like, who gives a fuck that it's not twice as big? It's not bigger. Like, who gives a shit? Like, again, you know how I tell... Listen, you know how many freaking times Canada would get involved in Quebec's business, and Quebec would say, okay, ta gueule, mind your business, guys. We're not asking for you. So, this is what I've been looking forward to for a long-ass time. When and why are people telling the fucking government, sorry, Big Daddy, fuck you? guys. Seriously, fuck you and mind your business. You should listen twice as much as you talk. I know you have the ability to hear, but are you actually listening to what people are saying? I'm not talking about the fucking so-called democracy that we have set up here that got Lego re-elected twice with 40% of the popular vote. And it really didn't take much. So what's his approval rating now? Okay? So, really? See, this is why I wish, we lived in a society where, okay, yeah, you guys can keep fining me, I'm not going to pay that. I think in the United States, if someone is threatening to sue you, you have to go through it. You can't not pay them back. Here in Canada, it's a little bit different. So, okay, you're going to get fined X amount daily, then what? You're gonna force me to pay it? How do you want me to pay this? You guys are coming after me and I'm paying my fucking taxes. What more do you guys want from me? Why do I have to pay this? You're the ones that are having an infraction on my private property. This is my private property, douchebag. I wish the guy would have said that, but still, this is my private property. You can't force me to shut my business down. Unless what you're going to do is take me off the registry and fuck around with my license, though, right? Because if that is the case, then how the hell is that any different than what happened during the pandemic? At this point, what's the point of being in Quebec? Why are we still contributing to a dumbass society? Yes, even me too. Even me too as an autonomous worker. What the fuck? But if he doesn't, he could face fines up to $3,000 per day, which would force him to close the store. Well, that is a very good way to scare people and not contribute to your dumbass society. Again, Lego and Company, you need us, the private sector, more than we need you. This is just nothing but a fucking cash grab. You're going after people that are probably not even making $30,000 that fucking day. You're even lucky. He's even lucky if he makes that for the month. I don't even know how much barbers make at the end of the year. I really don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if, look, he works for himself. Hopefully his prices are competitive. But I sure as hell tell you, a lot of people are fed up. For me, it's just, you know what? If I go to the United States, how much would I be saving on taxes? How much? I don't have to deal with this bullshit. Why stay in Quebec? Easy said and done. Again, he's a father of 6. He said his son already includes French, but Padulo says the Okulef told him that it wasn't enough. Oh, okay. Now there's French. It's not enough. You're not doing enough. You're not satisfying us enough. So we're going to put you through this whole humiliation ritual and fuck you over financially. They said that the French has to be bigger than the English, as it's been for a very long time. Why? Because we have to make sure that English is not being promoted, okay? But for some reason, this is the trend. You see this? Salon de Barbier, the barber pad, okay? This is the trend. This is the threat. For some fucking reason, this guy is public enemy number 1, but Big Daddy government threatening to fine up this guy $3,000 per day. We have to accept that. Why is this even fucking acceptable? Gee, I wonder. Look, how Lego flipped the fucking bill. He's gonna be making 30% more over the next 5 years. He could flip the fucking bill. Those idiots are getting more money than this guy is, so fuck you. Hey, you guys want to help us out? You want to help support your local businesses? Oh, yeah, sure. Not like this, though. He points out to all his customers are English-speaking, making the changes feel forced and out of touch with the reality of this business. Okay? But again, if we were capitalist, this would be a different situation. He's planning to launch a GoFundMe campaign this week to help cover the cost. People know me here, he said. The community supports me. What I don't get is, why am I being punched for serving people the people who actually come in through the door? Padulo has a phone call scheduled with the OQLF this afternoon. I'm not expecting good news. Fucking idiots. I'm not the problem. I just want to run a business, not fight the government. Well, listen, if we don't want to fight the government, then let's not do business here. I hope a lot of yous, okay, moving forward, a lot of yous will want to come here to Quebec. If you're okay with this way of the government being up your ass, don't come here. Don't come here. You're wasting your time. This is nothing more than Quebec memeing its own existence. Actually, it's been memeing its own existence prior to Canada memeing its own existence on the world stage. This is not any better or different than the Pastagate situation that happened back in 2013. The word pasta was on an Italian menu, and people at the OQLF had to go after that fucking restaurant. I think they closed down, to be honest. Fucking morons. I mean, this is how the government cannot trust the private citizens. They cannot trust you with your business. They cannot trust you with your bodily autonomy. Although they are pro-choice with abortion, though, they're not even trusting when it comes to your firearms. Hey, we still have the long gun registry here in Quebec, Canada. For some reason, the rest of you guys don't. Gee, that's ironic. Not really, but at least that's one thing the rest of the provinces got logically right. Hey, I'm surprised Ontario didn't do anything that fucking retarded. Other than, what's his face, Cheesecake Ford calling Conrad Carney Santa Claus? You fucking idiots. Well, this is the province that keeps on giving you a shit ton of coal and demands that you respect them. Demands that you respect. And you have to say the mantra, Vive le Québec libre. Oh, please. You guys want to sit there and sell me this bullshit that Canada is very liberal. So is Quebec. This is not liberalism. How the fuck is this liberal? I am more liberal than half of these fucktards going after private citizens. The word liberty and libertarian and liberal derive from the same fuckology. Like, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, we're liberal. No, you're not. If you did, if you were truly liberal, you would be shrinking and cutting the fuck. You'd be gutting this Quebec government like a fish. You're not doing that. Same shit, different ass, no matter who you vote in. What a fucking joke. Anyways, I'm not the problem. I just want to run a business, not fight the government. Yeah, no shit. The OQLF did not respond to the Gazette's request for comment before publication. Of course I'm not going to. Fuck the OQLF, really. But yeah, in a statement to CTV News, the language Nazi said that online videos must be in French, adding, they may also be in other languages provided that they are accessible in French under the conditions that are at least as favorable. Bruv, it's a public platform. How do you want people to do that? If you don't like it, just shut it off. Ignore it. You hear somebody with a YouTube channel you don't like, don't watch it. You hear a song that turns you off, turn the fucking dial off. Same thing. Now, and this is my thing. How do we boycott or protest an entire fucking province while still living in it? That has been my freaking problem for a very long time. The only solution is we got a GTFO. Just like the OQLF. They need to be unplugged pronto, ASAP, very fucking soon. Because I don't know how much longer people are willing to fucking tolerate this and how much more of an embarrassment and memeing this so-called nation has to fucking go through. Peace out.